Hello everybody, and please remember to like and subscribe. Hello everybody, and today I'm going to give you my review of the Kauai Winter Menu for 2026. Enjoy. Alrighty everybody, so we are going to try the creatine tropical electrolyte. I obviously won't be able to speak to the creatine part of it because that takes a while. But what is nice, I have noticed a very slight difference. I'm very easily affected by dehydration and that. My body's quite sensitive. So when I have had the tropical electrolytes, the normal ones before, I have felt an improvement after drinking my water and some of this. So I just wanted to see if the creatine affected the taste or if it was maybe a different flavoring, who knows. Nope, that's really nice. It doesn't affect the texture of the drink at all, which is also very nice. Creatine can be a little chunky sometimes, so that's really nice. Same tropical electrolyte flavor. That's really nice and refreshing, and I enjoy it. So this is going to be the apple pie oat pot. This is rolled oats, spiced honey, dates, with a bit of cashews, and then there's obviously that cinnamon apple going on. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Kauai really knows how to do oats particularly well. I love the coconut. The apple is perfect. It sort of blends in very well. The only thing I would say is maybe I just wanted like a teeny tiny little bit sweeter. Just like it really, just like minimally, but it's really, really good. Again, that's quite a hefty portion of oats. I would probably, the way I would eat this would be 1/2 before the gym and then 1/2 after. But it is super tasty, very wintry, just, yeah, very enjoyable. And like I've said, Kauai knows how to do oats, so I'm not surprised. Then we've got the ultimate protein smoothie. So this is whey protein. I think there's a bit of carrot juice in here, mango, coconut, strawberries, and then there's a recovery blend. So that's really nice. I did add an extra scoop of protein, just, to beef it up a little bit. Let's taste. That's actually really, really nice. The honey that they use comes through, and it's a really nice flavor. I think that the mango is definitely center stage here. You don't taste the carrot, and you get the ever so slightest taste of the coconut. That's really nice, and it's not very sweet, which is surprising. It's actually a nice break from like a sickly sweet smoothie. So that's really good, and if you want to hit certain protein goals, then that's a really, really good way to do it. Okay, so this is the caramel apple yogurt cup. It's supposed to have cinnamon roasted apples, coconut, almonds, yogurt, obviously. It looks pretty delicious. There's also a dates salted caramel sauce something. Let's taste. So Diane was worried about this, particularly because of the textures, and there is a lot of potential for there to be problems with the textures. I will say the apple is a very nice sort of like apple pie roasted texture. I think there's not too much going on, and they've nailed that. So there's just enough texture to interest you, but not so much that you become overstimulated eating it. I think the yogurt is unsweetened perfectly because that caramel date sauce sweetens it enough with the apple. I love almonds. I love coconut. So this is really, really nice. I think it's massive. So, I would probably split that over 2 breakfasts. I probably wouldn't, or if you don't do the Hobbit way and you don't have 2 breakfasts, then you could have this as a singular breakfast. But it's a lot going on, and it would be a lot to eat personally. But yeah, that's really, really nice and super tasty. It's a bit different, I'll say that. Okay, let's review the brekkie burrito. It's pretty simple. It's scrambled egg, mince, spring onion, and cheddar. Now, I've got a couple of dietary issues with mince. I wanted to take the risk with this burrito because I, by pure happenstance, happened to try one of the other Kauai breakfast burritos with just scrambled egg and tomato and cheese, basically. And it was really good, and the egg didn't upset me. So I'm hoping that, again, the egg won't upset me, and perhaps the mince will have a very minimal to no reaction. So let's taste. So this is one thing you can always count on Kauai for. They really know how to do wraps, and they really know how to do wraps well. It is so full of cheese. It's also very filled with red pepper, so if you don't like red pepper, you're not gonna like this burrito at all. The egg is really good, but it doesn't taste like egg, and the mince sort of adds like a savoriness rather than a mince flavor. It's really good. I don't know, because of my restrictions, if I would get it again, but it is super, super yummy. It's a very high contender for first place, I have to say. And with all my issues, I tend to stay away from red meat, and I tend to stay away from anything that's not a boiled egg. So this is really good. Okay, then we've got the strawberry glow smoothie. Now, I'm getting Erewhon in South Africa vibes. I think that's what they're trying to achieve with this. So this is plant-based protein. Then you've got your strawberries, your mango. They've got a little bit of coconut cream at the bottom, almond milk. It looks quite delicious. I'm just a little nervous about the plant-based protein, but let's taste. You know, that doesn't taste quite how I thought it would. There isn't one distinct flavor profile, except for like that yogurt or coconut at the bottom. It is very much like the perfect level of sweetness. That caramel date sauce that they adds enough sweetness. There is the ever so slightest, and I mean this as someone with texture issues, it is the teeniest, tiniest little bit of texture from the plant-based protein, but it's not bad at all. I would probably get the smoothie again, knowing what I know about the texture, and I'm very, very sensitive. So this is really, really nice. I can't obviously speak to the glow effects, but it is tasty. I like that it's got a bit of protein in it. It's sweet enough, but not cloy, so you could really like drink the whole thing by yourself. This is pretty decent. Alrighty, so now we've got the soup. It is the Thai sweet potato and cauliflower soup. So I think it's going to be pretty amazing. It's quite a thick and hearty soup. You can see it's not really brothy. It's nice. I thought it would be spicier, which made me a little bit nervous, but it's actually good. The spice level is perfect. It really is just like a little tingle on the tongue rather than really, really spicy, actually. You don't taste the cauliflower. You don't really get much besides maybe a little bit of butternut in my mind. I like the little toppings. So Kauai has now got sandwiches with their special sourdough bread. And I thought I've got to taste at least one of those. So there's the sandwich. I will admit I did think it would be a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger, but it's not too bad. So I got the cheesy sun-dried tomato one. So this is interesting for me. I'm a notorious sourdough bread hater. I'm not a fan often. It's just, I think it's the texture. This is pretty good. This is probably one of the better sourdoughs I've ever had. The filling is delicious. It's the perfect ratio of like cheese to tomato. The sun-dried tomato flavor is a little bit acidic, but not completely so that you can't eat the sandwich. That's really, really yummy. And if you love sourdough, I think that'll be a 10 out of 10 for you. All right, everybody. So there is my review of the Kauai 2026 winter menu. I think my favorite was the apple cup. That was so good. The brekkie burrito, even though I have my dietary issues with it, I didn't have a reaction, but that doesn't mean that I can just go ham and eat it all the time. But it was really good. And I have to say, I really enjoyed the ultimate protein smoothie and the tropical creatine electrolyte. Those were also pretty good. I think overall this winter menu is really, really yummy. There's some good stuff on there and I'm going to enjoy it all winter long. Leave a comment and let me know down below, what is your favorite Kauai winter menu item? Or what do you wish they had brought back? I think they did a good job. Anyway, everybody, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.